Hamidou Diallo, NBA dunk champion, a guy who's played for the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Detroit Pistons. 5-year NBA veteran Hamidou Diallo, who's an insane defender, who's averaging 18.6 points so far a game for the Capital City Go-Go, the G League affiliate of the Washington Wizards, is signing, yes, a 10-day contract to, basically earn himself an opportunity on the roster. They did just waive Mr. Ryan Rollins. Yes, the reason why they waived Ryan Rollins after appearing 10 games and they're eating his $1.7 million and dead salary this season and $600,000 next year is because they opened up one roster spot, which allowed them to bring in Hamidou Diallo. And Hamidou Diallo is a guy who a few seasons ago was a 12 points per game scorer almost. Literally in 2020 to 21, he was 11.5, and then in 21 to 22, he was 11 points. And he's a guy that, for his career, he's 27. It's really the three-point shot that's kept him from ever becoming a impactful NBA player, even though he's a guy who does have skill and has the ability. So this guy is an elite athlete, all right? An elite athlete. Second to none. And he's got decent size, being 6'5" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's improved on offense, except shooting-wise. But he's kind of like a shorter version of Derrick Jones Jr., and I think there's a place for him in the NBA. It's just a matter of, can he provide a team like the Wizards? They're young. They need some depth at the wing position. But also, he'll teach Bilal Coulibaly what not to do, because as much as I love Bilal Coulibaly, Hamidou Diallo's worst case scenario of what Bilal could become. So for me, I feel like this is a situation where if I'm the Wizards, I think this is a good situation for us to take a chance on a guy who still has hella potential because of his athleticism, while also mitigating the risk of him he'll still be on their team, their G League team, if it doesn't work out. It sucks that basically they had to give up on Ryan Rollins for this to happen, but it is what it is. That's the NBA for you guys, and that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you think he'll be able to break into the rotations? There's Denny Avdia, Corey Kesper, and the rest of the boys who are there. And I know that the Wizards do have, their current injuries are also, he has a 7-foot wingspan. The Wizards' current injury status is no injuries of significance. We're 6-30, so that's always fantastic. Now, is this going to be something that it's going to say? This is just trying to save Hamidou Diallo's career. So I think it's smart that the Washington Wizards sign Hamidou Diallo to a 10-day. But I'm also 100% aware that Hamidou Diallo is going to need to do a lot to really stand out, or make an impact that we go, hey, we need this guy on the team. Because right now, if I'm going to be honest, he's not necessarily moving the needle, even though he's too good for the G. That's apparent. This is his last shot, maybe next year, and if he doesn't get it, he'll probably end up in Europe, which is, again, nothing wrong with that. People don't realize that you have a window, and if you don't get the window when it's there, the NBA will move on from you very quickly, and you don't get the money that you get in the NBA as quick as you do overseas. So that's just one thing I want people to know. It's a lot of people are being like, oh, why don't you just go overseas? Dude, it might take you 6 years to get that 6-figure deal you want. Okay, it won't happen the first year. So that's something people need to learn.